Coming Clever's A today. Coolio 9, been a minute, but Coolio 9 is one of those I tend to get mixed up. Anyway, we got the time Spider-Man sold the Sinister Six while he was sleeping. Now this is I think this is like one of the old Spider-Man series, like the 90s one. Yeah, it's definitely a 90s one. That was a good show, I'm not gonna lie. That and the one where Spider-Man had the team. I think it was like Ultimate Spider-Man or it was something to do with Shield. I don't remember, but they had Venom, Iron Fist, White Tiger, I think was her name. I'm getting off topic. We're here for this. I'm start yapping anyway.
Symbiote Spider-Man always been OD. Just look at
Frame one, he's not lying. Symbiote Spider-Man is always on timing. That's literally the whole gimmick of the black suit. We're seeing from the movies how he was crashing out. He was crashing on girls. I forgot who he slid. He might have stumped MJ. I think so. But and then we got the Insomniac games where bro was really crashing out. Told Harry to pop some more pills and then tell me how you feel. Barred him up, but
how he was doing Sandman when he got that in Spider-Man 3.
Not facts. Bro was
look how he was talking to his dying friend.
Bro was on Robin level crash out. I'm not gonna lie. Black Suit Spider-Man is Robin from the Teen Titans cartoon show level crash out.
In Spider-Man 2.
That suit is changing you.
Not facts.
The suit is the only reason I'm still alive.
Yeah, it's pretty great, isn't it?
Why don't you pop some more pills and say what you're really feeling?
Hey!
I'm just saying,
that's
man,
insane.
hand me the symbiote and I'm not moving like that.
Why?
But my man Electro got let out of prison and
things like that makes me curious about watching his streams. Because I don't watch his streams, but that kind of stuff.
I'm gonna keep it a buck with you.
Like,
I'm not letting this nigga out of prison, bro.
Not facts.
Look at the tubes of electricity fluctuating still throughout his body. You're not going out to the broader public like that, big dog. He's talking to this doctor, and as soon as she leaves, that good boy act drops frame one. I mean, he switched up immediately. Got on the payphone and started talking to Doc Ock in prison, saying, yeah, I'm ready, I'm out. Like, bro ain't been out in the public for 3 minutes and he already plotting. And then after Otto gets that call.
I don't understand that Arkham Asylum type mentality for some heroes and cities. Like, bro, if they commit a crime, just leave them in the jail. If they got powers, they might be required to be in jail for longer because that's a whole different kind of menace. Available power is a whole different kind of menace. Me personally, if I'm a hero, I'm not going to capture you just for you to go to some kind of rehab and then they bring you back out. Nah.
He starts rallying up the rest of the Sinister Six. And Rhino, Sandman, Shocker, Vulture, and Otto.
Oh yeah, they did Peter dirty
out
this
of
episode.
jail
They
with the help
violated
of
Peter.
Electro and Hammerhead. As Hammerhead gives these boys their suits,
Oh yeah, the fake
Electro
Kingpin.
charges up Doc.
Yeah, Hammerhead, the dog store Kingpin type beat. But yeah, I ain't gonna lie, they gave Peter the hands. Like they had actual combos in this one.
So he can use his arms again. And Otto's like, all right, let's go jump that bitch ass nigga Spider-Man real quick.
Nah, facts.
And the craziest part to me is they're doing all this just to box a 16-year-old. And they don't know it, bro, but imagine they beat Spider-Man, unmasked little bro, and found out bro was 16.
Facts.
Like, I wouldn't even feel good about beating him. It's a 16-year-old. But on the other hand, this 16-year-old has been forcefully removing my teeth from my mouth every time we fight. But at that point in time, after you figure it out, you moving my teeth.
You can hear the impact. Wait a minute.
Beating him. It's a 16-year-old.
Hold on,
But
you
on the other
boxing?
hand, this 16-year-old has been forcefully.
Okay, this is off topic, but does he take boxing or did he learn that from this normal fighting people on the street? Because that was because what he just did was an actual boxing combination.
Removing my teeth from my mouth.
Stomach, boom, because the stomach makes you look. When you hit somebody in the stomach and you do hard enough, it can make them like lower their guard, like automatically, because that hurt. They hit him in the chest, destroys them, kind of like it probably just keeps going with stomach, boom, boom, and then chin, because they're too distracted with their chest and lower stomach area that their hands drop and then you boom. Quick boxing fact. of technique.
Every time we fight. But at that point in time, after you figured out you've been getting your ass done in by a 16-year-old and it took you and 5 other grown-ass men just to beat him up, you should give up being a supervillain, bro. Go be a retail worker, man. Go rev up them fryers, man. That cashier job is calling for you, big man.
Dang.
But we switched to go see what Pete is doing, and he goes and tells Aunt May, hey, man, go ahead, go to that play you was wanting to go to, as she dips up out of there. And then he pulls up on Eddie Brock, and bro is mad as hell for taking pictures of Spider-Man stealing the symbiote instead of calling the cops, as he dips off saying, you need something taken away from you, remember that later.
I remember this. Bro tried to spit game at Mary Jane, and he had L game for real. Like I don't know if Coolio go show him trying to flirt with Mary Jane, but L Riz. That's all I'm gonna say.
But then we go see what Aunt May is doing, and her ass is getting ready to go to that play. But then 47 cop and SWAT cars pull it up, and I'm not gonna lie, if this is just a regular daily occurrence, y'all niggas just need to get out of New York, man, because this is crazy. You step out the house for 5 minutes and 14 cop and SWAT cars pull up on the street in front of you trying to shoot at Rhino?
Nah.
Yeah, man, this New York shit is for the birds, man. I'm sorry, but the cops start blasting shots at Rhino, and it's doing nothing. And after like the...
Not facts. Cause I don't know why they do this in like shows or movies where like people got powers, like people with guns like shoot at somebody and the bullets ain't doing nothing, but they're still shooting because like why are you still shooting? It just doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. And side note, not facts on the New York stuff. Cause why DC Marvel don't matter? Why does everything happen in New York? New York, Chicago, DC. It's usually one of those three. It's like, why? In Marvel, everything happening in New York. And like, at that point, like, who wants to live in New York? Like, they have a whole superhero crew dedicated to reconstructing New York every time it gets messed up. Do you know how often that gotta happen before they have a whole crew? All right.
The first 4 niggas shoot at Rhino, hitting this nigga directly, and nothing happens.
Super constructive.
Y'all should just dip up out of there, bro. Y'all just making him more mad. But Rhino smashes through the battalion of cop and SWAT cars. But Spidey swings in and he starts talking mess to Rhino just for this nigga to get snuck by the Sandman.
They combo Peter
and
crazy.
I mean, that punch sent little bro flying. And then Shocker, Vulture, Electro, and Doc Ock pulled up. Oh yeah, nah, Pete, it's looking terrible for you right now, dog. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, but Aunt May and her friend are still out. So Pete escorts them into the theater just to get grabbed by the back of the head from Doc Ock's tentacle. This nigga Shocker says, pull. Doc Ock tosses Spider-Man, and Shocker booms that nigga with his shockwave.
They actually comboed this, man.
6 niggas, 1 room, first time he was tossed. Over here treating this nigga like he a damn animal for sport. Electro tried to electrocute my goat, but he dodged out of the way just in time. Just for us to see Aunt May have a goddamn heart attack, bro, this is kind of crazy. But Rhino started running at Pete. He dodged out the way and swung off of these traffic lights just for Electro to try to boom Spidey in midair, but he dodged out the way. Pete tried to get up in the air, but Vulture just slashed that little bro's back as he lashed on the dude and tried to punch him in his backpack to destroy all of it.
I do like that detail. I got it, because their teamwork is very good. Cause every time the Sinister Six gets together, usually they combo the mess out of Peter, no matter what story or iteration it is. Like usually, like later on when he showed, like later on in the episode where Peter is sleeping because the symbiote takes control to go fight the Sinister Six. Ooh, nah, he's going to show later because that's what the whole video is about. They comboed him off rip. Like they meet. Like everybody got a piece. But yeah, I do like how like they're working together. And like I do like the detail of Peter trying to punch his wing with his back suit. Because that's usually what Peter tries to do when he fights the Vulture, is take out the jetpack area. He's smart. But I like how they reinforced it so he can't do that.
His flight gear like he did for their first fight, but it did not work. Bro just punched straight, reinforced middle. I know that hand ringing. And Doc Ock grabs Pete from off of the Vulture, chunks his ass again just for Sandman to make a sandbag and hit the dog. I mean, bro hit a mean ass home run with that bat. I think Sandman is in the wrong profession. We need you on that field, playboy. So Spider-Man's like, damn, they kind of beating my ass, bro. They putting it in my stomach. So he decides to go recover in the sewers. Bro realized he could not hang with the big boys, so he had to retreat in the sewers. And I'm not gonna lie, this might have been the smartest move I've seen Spider-Man make.
Yep, because some of them can't fit down there. Some of them can't use their powers down there. And then, yeah, that's it about it. Rhino can't fit. Electro, he can't use his powers in water. Vulture can't fly down there. So he took out like half the team's power level just by going down there. But you know, big brain, Peter Smart, we already do that.
Because he went to the sewers and he rendered 3 out of the 6 members of the Sinister Six immobile. Electro could not go into the sewers and use his powers, or else he'd be cooking everybody. Sandman don't do well with water, and Rhino cannot.
That's what I forgot. Sandman. That's what I forgot.
Fit in them bitches. But then we switched to Flash Thompson POV.
Oh wait, did I say Sandman? Wait. Did I figure Sandman? No, because I said Rhino. I brought up Vulture. Okay, no, I didn't. Because I said Vulture, Rhino, and Electro. I don't know if I said Shocker or Electro, but I meant Electro. I did not say Sandman.
Remember when I said Flash said you need something taken away from you, Pete? He tries to take Mary Jane away from Pete by taking her on this date. Now that I'm really thinking about it, this nigga Flash Thompson is in college. That nigga Mary Jane probably the same age as Pete. That nigga's 16. Sir, you can't fuck that little ass dog, man. Get out of there. But my man Pete goes back.
You know what? Never mind. I'm not. Play video.
Home, and he was about to go to bed until he gets a call from J. Jonah Jameson, and he thinks that bro is finna start yapping in his ear about Spider-Man losing to the Sinister Six and that Peter Parker needs to take his pictures. But nah, Jonah was finna call him about his aunt having a damn heart attack. Yeah. But Pete didn't want to hear none of that, so he hung up the phone and went straight to sleep. But then we go see what the Sinister Six is doing, and they is all sitting down in this tore up ass restaurant eating food while the cops outside just watching. And this is the first time New York cops ever caught a W, bro, because they is just watching this and doing nothing.
That's all they can do. Honestly, this is one of the few scenes in a superhero universe where the cops are smart. The cops are like, we can't do nothing to them. We already couldn't beat Rhino. We not finna get beat up by the rest of them too. All right, that's too many casualties.
Because they already couldn't do nothing to Rhino. Now they got 5 other superpowered ass niggas there. But the Sinister Six is talking about how to weed out Spider-Man. We might have ran bro away, but he is still alive. We is trying to cook little dude. So they decide to take hostages at this bank to weed Spider-Man out because he's a superhero and he's gonna come save the day regardless. So
bro, I told you earlier, they comboed Peter crazy. Granted, he was asleep. So really, they comboed the symbiote who was controlling Peter while he was asleep. So they still comboed either way. Like, I know in the morning when Peter's back in his bed, he woke up like, dang, why I feel like I got 15 broken bones.
So then we switched to Peter Parker, and Broja got a radio call that the Sinister Six is taking hostages at this bank. And my nigga Peter is still asleep, but the symbiote's like, don't you even worry about it. I got you, twin. And the symbiote starts using Peter's body for their own sake as they pull up on the Sinister Six. Using Peter's body for their own sake as they pull up on the Sinister Six. And I'm not gonna lie, Sinister Six just hit the nastiest combo off on this nigga Pete, bro. Bro started swinging over to the bank. Vulture cut his webs, so Pete's ass fell on the ground perfectly in this little pile of sand. Just for Sandman to raise that nigga up into the air, sling his ass at this building, just to toss his ass away for Electro to shoot this nigga in midair. But
y'all seen this combo? Bro, are y'all seeing this combo?
Rhino punched the piss out of the dog, dropping his ass on this car, man. Shockwave then shot his shockwaves at Pete, launching this nigga into the air, but he caught himself on the traffic lights just for Doc Ock to pull up, grab bro by the leg, and just chunked his ass on the ground.
Like, they each got it. The combo was crazy, and they're not even done yet, because their teamwork was elite throughout the whole fight. Like even after they lost, their teamwork was still elite. So I'm like, their teamwork in this episode was just elite.
So now all the Sinister Six pull up on Pete, string his ass up, and then Rhino's getting ready to impale Spider-Man because he done won a coin toss or something. And I think it's crazy y'all having coin tosses on who gets to kill a nigga, but you know, that's just me, I guess.
That is kinda
Rhino
crazy.
starts charging at Pete, but the symbiote starts shooting webs out of his back. Whack that nigga Rhino and Otto in the eye. Well,
You should ask his back, because that's kind of a weird angle. That was more like his armpits, but I'm not gonna talk about it.
Electro's eager ass pulls up like, I'll finish it, starts zapping Pete, but he's zapping Otto too. And then they both get sent flying back. We then go see what Flash and MJ is doing, but bro is talking about Pete the whole time. And he's...
This is what I was talking about. No game. Why are you on a joyride with the girl you trying to bag from your, I guess, op? And you're talking about the op the entire time. Like, you're just an L.
speeding on the highway, quite literally scaring the hoes with him. How
Quite
you
literally.
bitch, you talk about a whole nother nigga the whole time. But Flash parks the bike and Mary Jane gets off and basically tells Flash that Peter is better than him in every way.
Better than you, my shape up better, my car faster, my drip better, my clothes fit better, my hoes better, my tattoos better, I'm stronger than you, my bitch thicker than yours, my guns bigger than yours, nigga, my guns bigger than yours, I talk better than you, I hustle better, I can get $1 quicker than you, I talk better, I walk better, my shoes fit me better.
Not the whole clip. Not the whole. He put the whole clip in here. It's crazy.
I get paid more than you.
We go back to Pete and he's over here getting jumped out of his mind, man.
Nah,
Doc
facts.
Ock is trying to boom him with his tentacle arms, but Pete is dodging each and every single one until he gets on the edge of this little bridge. And Shocker shoots his shockwaves at bro. He dodges out the way by jumping off of this bridge while Ock has his tentacle come after Pete, but he kicks that bitch right out the way. Webs that nigga Ock on his way down too, and Sandman was right there with Pete when he jumped down. And he was
I
charging up
will
his...
say the symbiote was in his bag. They were still getting jumped, but the symbiote was in his bag with the strategies and making them hit each other and all that kind of stuff.
his punch, but Pete just threw Ock at Sandman before he could even do anything. Electro gets a little pot shot off on Pete, but his ass Elden Ring rolls out the way, webs him and Shocker up, and slams both of their heads on the
Goofies.
railing of this bridge. But
IQ.
Sandman was still behind Pete, and he
W
punched the
symbiote.
piss out of dog. Sandman started running at Pete, and Pete looked behind him. Vulture was right behind his ass, so there was only one way to go, and that was up. But he timed it just right to have Vulture and Sandman run into each other, man. I'm not gonna lie, these grown-ass men falling for 16-year-old tactics is kinda crazy.
Yeah.
But while Pete was up under the bridge, Rhino's me strong ass just pulls the ground up with Pete and chunks Pete into the air. And then this shit really just got me thinking, man. Supervillains really just be in this shit for the money. And if you're this strong, you can do all these things, nigga, just play a sport.
See, that's a valid argument, except they wouldn't be allowed in sports. Because since they got technically enhancements, they wouldn't be allowed to participate because it would be deemed unfair. But what they could do is join like a company or something like that, to where they be like a spokesperson, or like maybe it'd be bodyguards, or maybe like they can like join like their country's armies, or they can just like be like they can make a business out of their power. That's what I would do if I had powers. Like, if I'm not being an anti-hero or normal hero, I would use my powers to profit. I'd figure out in what way I can use my powers to get money and try to figure that out. Because all of them like, Doc Ock was smart. Rhino's strong. Shocker, I'm pretty sure Shocker made that suit, so he's kind of intellectual, and he could probably do work for the military. Electro, I don't know what he could do. I don't know. But I think no, he didn't make his. I actually don't know what Electro can do. I'm pretty sure there's something with lightning or electricity that he could do. As for Sandman, I don't know.
Like, if this nigga Rhino got drafted to any football team in existence, they is not losing. Well, maybe except the Cowboys, man, because if he got drafted to the Cowboys, they still found a way to sell. But while being propelled into the air with this big ass slab of rock, Pete webs to the legend of this bridge and slingshots this rock at Rhino. But bro just did a little cross block, tanking the whole thing.
Honestly, I don't know why he keeps saying Pete. I guess to like not confuse anybody, but technically right now it's the symbiote doing all this.
Electro and Shocker start trying to mow Pete down with lightning and shockwave, but he is dodging out of the way until he webs both their ankles and trips the piss out of them. But Rhino's ass is still there as he starts running at Pete just for bro to jump over him, get on top of his chest, web him in the face. Shocker and Electro get back up. They start trying to mow Pete down, but he goes behind Rhino as they start cooking that big ass nigga instead. I mean, completely fried his ass, man. Look
Look
at bro, mouth agape.
Nah, he not fact. They cooking rhino like the African poachers be cooking them, like real rhinos. The actual animals on the savannah. That's how they cooking them.
So Electro and Shocker are like, damn. So anyways, I started blasting and kept blasting at Rhino to get.
They did. They hit Rhino. They're like, oh, we hit Rhino. But then just keep blasting at Rhino anyway. So Peter's using him as a shield.
To Pete. And then Shocker.
Nah, fuck all that. If I'm Rhino, I'm beating y'all up in prison. After this whole thing, we better not be near in the same cell. Cause if I get out, we get at the same time. I'm stopping y'all heads up. Okay, no, y'all just kept shocking me.
Starts mowing Rhino down because Rhino fell back and Pete is holding his ass up. And Shocker told Electro to go around the corner and try to get Spidey. But once Electro gets there, Spidey just throws Rhino on top of Electro, immobilizing his ass. That's 2 out of the 6 gone. Shocker started putting that pressure on Spidey because he started to dip. He dropped Spidey down because he cut off his webs. So Spidey started running to the sewers, trying to get up out of there again. But Vulture's like, oh no, I'm not letting your bitch ass do that again. He tried to pull up on Dog, but Spidey blocked the attack with a grape. But Electro still got that nigga in his clutches. As Shocker tells Vulture to move, he was getting ready to boom Spider-Man. But as soon as Vulture moved, Spidey moved too.
I ain't gonna lie, Shocker has that bad aim the entire time. Cause even the earth he was shooting at him, he was shooting the ground. He wasn't even aimed nowhere near Pete. Even then, you should have waited until you're ready to fire to tell Vulture to move. Because when Vulture moved, you were still aiming. You were still raining it up. Yeah, play it. This man selling.
Dude dodging out of the way of his shockwaves. And Spidey clung on to Vulture, ripped that nigga brain out, and whipped his ass up as he took off one of the little claws on his feet, going back to Shocker. Dodging out of the way of his shockwaves, and then he throws Vulture's little talent thing at Shocker, embedding itself into
the symbiote had high IQ. Because this is the symbiote doing all it is. All this coordination, breaking down their team combinations, breaking down their strategies, and then picking them apart. The symbiote was going crazy.
Gauntlet just for Sandman to pull up, trying to hit Pete with this nasty ass right, but bro dodged out of the way, having Shocker shoot a hole through Sandman. And Pete like, lucky, oh though. Yeah, this free.
I ain't gonna lie, like that was lucky though, because Peter's about to use Shocker against Sandman. I ain't gonna lie, this whole thing was lucky about him shooting Sandman to the chest. You'll see.
Pulls Shocker towards Sandman, and since his gauntlet is on the fritz, he stopped.
Like, do you know how lucky that was for him to have a perfect hole in his chest just so he can do that?
Frying the Sandman as Pete pulled up on the Shocker, kicked the nigga in the chest, and took off one of his gauntlets. Sandman started to get back up again, so Pete threw that gauntlet that's on the fritz at Sandman, making sure bro won't get up again. Just for the Shocker to pull up on Pete and hit him with a full power shockwave, knocking him down and Pete too. That's 5 out of the 6 gone. But with 5 out of the 6 of the Sinister 6 gone, it's just Otto left. And he picks up the scraps of Pete, grabs bro by the back of his head, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna need Otto to stop picking up my son Pete by the back of the head. He grabbing bro by the back of the head like Otto was fucking a ball bitch. Bro, chill out. But then Otto brings
the analogy that was crazy. That was, I ain't gonna talk about it.
He's just too attention. He says, I knew your ass was locked in when you didn't say a word. And I'm not gonna lie, I forgot to talk about this the whole video. This nigga Pete hasn't said a damn word this whole fight. That's like the scariest Spider-Man you ever want to come across to. Bro is in the symbiote suit and he's not cracking jokes. Not only is he not cracking jokes, nigga just not talking. The
At
Sinister
all.
Six fates was sealed as soon as they heard nary a peep come out this nigga Peter mouth. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, I'd rather fight Hulk than a quiet Spider-Man. But Otto
I don't know about that one.
starts walking Peter over to Rhino. He's like, yeah, I did promise Rhino he was gonna kill your ass, as he's getting ready to impale Pete on Rhino's big ass horn. But Electro is still going crazy. He's like, get this big ass nigga off of me, as he starts frying Otto with Pete too. But Otto gets up, he's like, you know what, Rhino, my fault, dog. I gotta boom Spider-Man right now today. He is pissing me off. So he starts trying to hit bro with his tentacles, and he's dodging out of the way till he grabs onto bro by the leg and chunks his ass away. But this was the worst mistake Otto could have made, because as soon as bro got slung, he started swinging on his lamppost and drop kicked Otto in the chest. He picked bro up by the scruff.
You know, we forget that Otto is really just a regular nigga. Like, he fights Spider-Man so much that we forget that he doesn't have a super ability. Like, he's getting hit and getting back up when he shouldn't have. He shouldn't. He's a regular person. The only thing super about him is his intelligence and those metal tentacles. Because other than that, he has a regular human body. Was why they made a comic about it. They made a comic about how all his damage over time is like sped up his body's like decay, like function decay, and how he and that was like real like a pod for real. Like, that was a cool storyline because it made sense.
Picked up his tentacle and was getting ready to boom that nigga, but the police pulled up and like, hey, chill, bro. You ain't have to do all that. And Pete dips, man, ending the fight, man. 6 out of the 6 of the Sinister Six.
Yeah, that was insane. Anyway, like, this is absurd yet funny commentary as always from Coolio and I. But I'm gonna get up out of here, bro. Hope y'all enjoyed, man. Peace.